Hey, 7th grade. So here's the lesson or the document that you're going to be using for this lesson. As you can see, it's a primary source. It's going to read very similarly to a lot of the sources you've done before, so the language might be a little unfamiliar. But I'm going to walk you through some of how to do this, some of the process in case you need a refresher, as well as some little tips and tricks in order to get through this as successfully as possible. So the very first thing that we should do is scroll past this entire thing and look at the end, which we will find, as it's edited very poorly, our exit ticket. So our question should guide our entire thinking. How did black codes establish white supremacy in the South? So as we read through the document, we should always be coming back to this. There are these things that are black codes. How does that lead to white people staying in power in the South? So as we look forward, or backward rather, we can see that we have a graphic organizer to help us. I like to work this way so that we can kind of just know what we're looking for instead of read through and then be left wondering, like, why did I do all that? We have three different parts to look at: the apprentice law, the vagrant law, and the civil rights of freedmen. Coupled with that, you see that there are two columns to help us out. Number one, just straight up, what does the law say? So as you read, think to yourself, can I put this in my own words to understand it? After you've done that, the next question relates back to your CHQ. So how the law kept white supremacy in the South. So as you read, the only thing you should be looking for is, what does the law say? This part you can do after you've done this. So if we're going to look at the first one together, the apprentice law. So as I go back up to our document now, I found the apprentice law. Perfect. And as we go to read, keep in mind, we might not understand every word we see in here, and that's okay. We're looking for the key bits of information in order to put this in our own words. So, be it enacted by the legislature in the state of Mississippi, it shall be the duty of all sheriffs of the several counties in the state to report to the courts twice each year all freed men, free Negroes, and mulattoes under the age of 18 who are orphans, or whose parents or parent have not the means to support them. Okay, so we have that first part. There's a few key words in here to help us out. Okay, all sheriffs report to the courts twice a year. And then the freedmen under the age of 18 who are orphans or parents who can't support them. Okay, that's our first big thing. Sheriffs reporting about orphaned freed slaves. The second part, it shall be the duty of the court to order the apprentice of said minors to some competent and suitable person who will care for them. The former owner of the minors shall have preference. Okay. So as we go back down, we're going to put it in our words, the apprentice law, and it's going to do some magic here because I've already typed it. Twice a year, sheriffs make a report on orphaned freedmen, and these orphans are then put into the care of a suitable person with their former master having priority. Now, hopefully your brain is already whirling around about like how this would lead to white people staying in power in the South. We're not going to answer that part of it. You can just have this one answer to try to help you out as far as what I'm looking for. If when I was reading you were very confused, didn't understand what some of those words were, what we can do is if you have a mouse, you can right click on a word. Or if you're on a laptop, you can just double click with both fingers basically, and we can go to define. So say we didn't know what enacted is, we can go, oh, enacted, boom. Make a bill or law. Okay, so this is starting to make a little more sense. Use this tool whenever you get stuck. One of the biggest barriers here is the language, so why not use what you have in front of you to help you out? Okay. I know it's been a while since you've done this. I know it's going to be a little difficult to get back into the swing of things, but you've absolutely got this. Go back to some of that practice that we've done before, and you will be set. Okay, good luck.